Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Life is Chaotic podcast. I'm your host, Kaotic. Let's turn this music down real quick. This is a podcast idea that I've been pondering with. Started last year with different type of episodes, gaming, interviews with rappers, artists that I know, but I want to expand it. I want it to be a lot like PKA on YouTube, Painkiller Already, and it's a podcast where they talk about anything and everything going on right now. To music. They'll have different people on the episodes, and I feel like that's a really good structure. It's a lot like JRE when they have like Parks and Recreation episodes, but more so oriented towards like helping people doing good in life that have fallen and motivating them, help them getting back. Just by bringing positive content, spontaneous, talking about different things people have experienced, dealt with, how they've done good in life, how they've progressed. I myself have been homeless multiple times and have had help getting off the street due to this or that. I'm a recovering addict. Pain pills. Used to drink a lot, and it's been I don't even call now because I never really kept track when I got sober. I just did it, but I say around when my son got born is when it happened, and so that was around 2015. Here we are, 2024. It's 9 years. I just got my degree, my associate's degree in cybersecurity through University of Phoenix online. So pretty proud of myself with that, getting back into school, going through all the hoops and everything I had to do that. I've had experience with having my son in foster care, having to spend 2 to 3 years to get him back, jump through every hoop possible, have every accusation brought out possible, and do everything I had to get him, have him pretty much full time. My ex sees him on the weekends, and it's not the best relationship. I wish it was a lot better. I do the best I can to deal with her. But that's neither here nor there. So I got a lot of notes taken down about things that I want to bring up, talk about. And like I said, the show is going to be structured towards music, rap, hip hop, things going on around the area, but also just anything and everything. You'll see what I'm talking about. So, first thing I want to talk about is I got this dope show coming up. On January 18th. Wait, where did I? Should be right here. Okay. Why aren't they showing up though? Oh, here it is. And I'm opening up for Explicit at Black Iris nightclub. I believe it's a nightclub. I haven't been there. I have to check it out, honestly, but it's gonna be dope. Got a lot of people saying that they're gonna come. And you can get the ticket at the link in the description. I got a lot of new music I've been working on. Probably perform 2 songs from the new album, We Minded, and then probably do a new track that I've been working on. And then on February 8th, I have a show at Upper Level with Cacti Promotions. So the other show, I forgot to say who it was with, is with Concert, but it's with a Q. I want to say Concert, but Concert and Explicit. So yeah, come check me out, perform some dope new music. I've been working a lot on my performing aspect of doing things, getting more involved with the crowd, hitting my lyrics, not having lyrics in the background of my tracks. Something we'll talk about later. Been seeing a lot of Milli Vanilli type things getting allowed, and I don't understand. I don't get how it's okay, how anybody is all right. But yeah, like I said, we'll get into that. So, if you're in Tucson or around the area, you've been seeing a lot of beefs going on. And the main artist that I've seen that initiated or provocated it is Trunt out of Tucson. And he started this beef. To be honest, I'm not sure who with per se initially, but then it became directed at the City Boys. Or maybe it was initially directed at City Boys, not sure. But watching Bar Talk TV, which is a podcast that the City Boys have, and seeing how it's being orchestrated and being going about, it's quite interesting. I don't know if they straight up just like talked to each other and said, hey, we should do this to get publicity, get views, because this would bring attention to us. I don't know if they're thinking about the city concept, or even just the music scene in Tucson, Arizona. I don't see how they see that it's really positive. I mean, I will give it to them that it is different from the normality of how people have been doing things. And it is bringing attention, no doubt. Bad or good, it's hard to say, or yet to be seen. But the only one really consistently bringing stuff out is Trunt, that I've seen or that I've noticed. And it is provoking a lot of other artists to want to do things, to want to put their hat in the ring. I myself bringing out a track called 520 about the whole situation. I've yet to set a date on that, but I do have it ready in the chamber to bring out. It is interesting. I like how it hasn't caused any violence. But on the other hand, where I grew up from, Fresno, California, it'd be laughed at. In regards to, you don't fake anything. And faking a beef, I don't see how they see that that's okay. How it goes along with the whole lyrics thing, like not playing your lyrics in the background, like I was saying. That there's a certain way you do things, and then, you know, there's a certain way you don't. But at the same time, music evolves. People evolve. And nobody has this is how it should be, and if you don't do it that way, then you're just not gonna fly type way to put on it. But in the same instance, like, come on, guys. I've yet to be able to listen to Motor City King's diss back, but what I've seen, that it is bringing a lot more attention to it, so we can leave it at that. I hope that they I don't know, like, I've seen it in the chat be talked about that it's gonna provocate doing battles, which is good, because I've seen a couple rap battles going on in Tucson or in the Phoenix area, but not too, like, well known to where it's out there. And there's a lot of things that Bar Talk is doing good, but I feel like if they structured it in a different way and looked at a couple other podcasts out there that are doing it, making it, and if they kind of not follow suit, but like took this, took that, and incorporated it into their own thing, it would do a lot better. I like the whole interviewing artists. You know, they've reached out to me. It's pretty dope. You know, it gives local artists an opportunity to get out on a venue, on a platform where they themselves don't have it if they're not promoting or paying for their own ads or doing things, you know. And that's a lot of things that I want to talk about in this podcast with different artists, you know, other people, is how to go about marketing, doing merch, ads, getting ad revenue, you know, sponsorships, deals out there, streaming. Because if you're doing music, if you're doing events, if you're doing a lot of stuff out there, you might as well be streaming too. I feel like it's a huge thing where if you have a home studio, it allows you to get better in practicing your music. It makes you more comfortable. You can do it whenever you want, literally. You know, I have this set up to where I got this mic and this mic boom, but then I just take the mic off, put it over on my mic stand with my shroud, and I'm in record mode. You know, I turn down my mic to halfway, and then layer my vocals. That's what I do. And there's probably other ways that I need to do things or that I could do better, that if, I have other artists or other people to bounce it off of in the chat, engaging back like somebody just did. Do I agree that in a rap battle anything goes? I feel like you should respect anybody in life unless you're provocating to be disrespected. And if you're going to disrespect a person like that, then you're going to get it back. I feel like nobody should stoop to that level. I myself wouldn't stoop to that level. But in the same time, if somebody does, then it's like, all right, then the gloves are off. And when you're doing music, when you're doing rap battles, a lot of it is subjectional or metaphorical. You're not literally saying that you'll do it to a person. That's where the whole Eminem thing, going to court, being sued for, oh, he said to do this, he said to do that. I was influenced by him, so I decided to do it too. You gotta have a brain. Gotta have morals and standards. If you don't, and somebody else can provocate you to break your own standards and morals by doing a song or writing some lyrics, then how strong does that make you as an individual? Anyways, I've heard a lot of things be said by like Mac Lethal in a rap battle where it's just like, what? Where the hell did he even think of saying that? And it's metaphorical though. I don't believe the dude would literally go out and do what he said to a person if he was in a fight with them. But hey, who knows? You push a person to a certain point, they'll do anything in life. But yeah, I want to make this show about, learning different stuff with music, how to do it better, how to get stuff out, marketing, graphics, visuals, learning how to use different DAW systems. Because I use Fruity Loops majority of the time. I have used Pro Tools. I've used BandLabs. Other simple DAWs like that. But there's expensive ones like Reason or Logic that I've seen, friends of mine or my cousins use, where it's just like, I don't even know what to do once you open it. Like Studio 2 or Studio 1 was kind of like that. I messed with it for a little, because that comes with the kit that I have to record all this stuff that I do my home studio with, PreSonus. But I just didn't like how I sounded whenever I'd record in it and do stuff on there. And I don't know, maybe I just need to mess with the levels different. Alright, advice on how to deal with females in different situations. Like the girl you're dating has an OnlyFans. Would you be able to handle it? What is this, like a Mari now? Personally, my wife's got OnlyFans, so I don't care. I'm comfortable and confident in the fact that she's mine, and if she's gonna do anything with anybody that's paying for her content, then it more than likely was gonna happen anyway. So it's just, you gotta trust the person. I mean, nowadays anything and everything is online. I don't feel no reason to hide anything, but that's just personally me. I'm out there like a flag in the wind. I don't hide anything. I'm live all the time. I post anything and everything that I do. Appreciate you, Pamela. But in the same instance, privacy is very important to people, you know, and especially if your girl is posting content with you in it and you're not okay with having that posted. That's hard, because a lot of people out there aren't okay with having themselves everywhere and anywhere online. And then there are people that don't care, you know. I guess I should be checking my TikTok too, 'cause for some reason, even though I'm multi-streaming using Streamlabs, TikTok chat doesn't show up. So what's another thing I wanted to show? All right, so if you hit that link, like I said, the show on the 18th, you can buy tickets right there. $10 before the show, $20 at the door. And then, so, oh yeah, that's right. I know what I want to talk about. I wanted to give a shout out to Tommy Will. And his venue that he's been having a lot of local artists at. He opened up a venue called Urban. I think it's dope. You know, I love when local artists make it to a point to where they can do stuff to help other artists out there, and when they actually do it, you know. When I analyze the Kendrick and Drake battle, and now Drake lost, so he's suing, does that mean do anything in a battle without the other person getting into their feelings? Gosh, I think Drake's a pussy for doing that shit, honestly. How you gonna be a rapper and then go and sue somebody because they said something about you? But that's today's society. I mean, I've had stuff happen to me because of my lyrics in certain songs, but I can't talk about it, then we won't go there. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing with choosing to be an artist, a rapper, versus a plumber or a doctor or anything else in life. When you choose to do that, there's gonna be things that come along with it, repercussions that you just gotta be able to deal with to be an artist, to be a rapper. And there's gotta be morals and standards, like I said earlier, that some are willing to break, and they're willing to do anything and everything for that bag, for that money. And then others are hardcore to what they believe in and aren't. And we'll never get to where a lot of other artists do, because they're not willing or are going to do what other artists do. From, I don't know, using bots to exploit their music and blow it up to a proportion, to, I don't know, paying DJs to have their music played. You know, things like that. A lot of things artists do, I don't know. You know, like me personally, I've used bots. I don't now. I've learned that really Spotify can go against it and you can get your shit taken back. Not that I've had my shit taken down or taken back because of it, but in the same instance, I've seen what happens to other artists that have, you know, it realizes they've done that, and oh no, it's not good. But there are ways to do bots and use them to where you don't get caught. And if you know anything about the music industry, just in general with record labels and how the stats work on music that's put out, and how it just doesn't match with what's going on, there's no doubt they're using bots. I mean, you got warehouses out there, you know, storage units just full of phones where people pay other people to get their music played. You know, you pay $30, $40 to get, what would that be? It'd be like 5,000, 10,000 plays. And you just keep doing that. Run your music up. Then you look like you're, oh snap. You're getting engagement. You're getting views. So then it causes people to engage, look at your stuff. And if you're doing marketing, paying promoters, you know, all these Instagrams that go in your DMs and tell you, hey, pay me $10 for a post to my story, and you'll be in front of an audience of 500,000 people. And you do enough of those, along with boosting your plays, and you're doing shows, and you got an album out, it all just trickles to everything. My bad, guys. That's my dog in the background. Sound like a monster. But yeah, so it's interesting how that stuff works. And I'm trying to talk to other artists, what they've seen, what they're doing that works. I mean, it's possible. I never heard a dude. I know who you're talking about, and there's a lot of artists that I know personally that I've seen do that. That come out of a sports industry, rap, or not rap, but basketball. You know, a soccer player. And then all of a sudden they put out an album and bam, it's got plays and it's going viral. And it's like, what? He didn't even do a press release. He wasn't even posting on Facebook or Instagram about it, really. He did like 2 posts. Oh, but now he's going platinum. I mean, so I want to give a shout out to my homies in LA, Cali. You know, I don't know too many people in the Palisade area or like the Eaton area. But even though they're not in that area, it's affecting everybody. You know, and I feel bad for the people that have had to go through fires. Even if you're well off in life, you've had everything burnt to the ground. Pictures, possessions. A lot of people live in their homes since, you know, they're born. They pass it on to their family. And now that's just not there no more. And it's insane to hear that there's homeless people out there intentionally starting fires. And they caught this one dude. A group of people did a citizen's arrest on him. And then the police took him. They booked him. And then just let him go later. Because there wasn't enough sufficient evidence. And I don't know. They're saying that, I'm trying to remember it. It was the Palisade fires, or one of the major fires was started by, people doing fireworks. And it basically lighting the brush, which is just very idiotic. Like, how can you be that stupid? Just I don't understand. And then due to the fires and all those homes being gone and the well-off people, a lot of them having parrots, they're having to find homes for parrots. And that's a soft spot in my heart, because I used to have an African gray with my ex, and she ended up keeping him, not letting me get him. And yeah, I don't know. Never really liked birds too much growing up. Like, I had interactions with a couple. My mom had one, I guess, and then it flew into a window and broke its beak. And that's all I really remember of that. But having that African gray, the one that I had, it talked its butt off, man. He knew how to do so many things. He could do the Django song, whistle it. He could beatbox. He would make up his own songs. He could talk to you and understand the context. There's so many things with that bird happen. It's so dope. And I recommend to people, if you can handle birds, handle the loudness all the time, because they squawk like crazy sometimes. Yeah, I would recommend going and looking into how you go about probably adopting one or foster homing one to make sure you'd want it, and then maybe adopting it. So if you're an artist out there, person that does anything positive in life, that interacts with kids, society in a matter that influences progression, doing good in life, recovery, helping people out there, homeless people, people in need, you can hit me up, message me on whatever platform you're watching this, email me. I'll put the email in the chat right now. Should probably make an email specifically just for the show. But yeah, you can hit me up at that email. Hit me up. We can schedule something. Because like I said, I'm trying to do this. Have different people on, talk about random stuff. Like these drones going on. Trying to figure out what the flying flock of flamingos, like, there's really no answer still. And what's funny is, supposedly that dude that did that bombing in Las Vegas had put out a letter to a couple podcasts mentioning how these drones that we've seen actually have gravitational, or it was some type of terminology to do with graviton or gravitational propulsion, like engines. I just find it really interesting, everything going on, that we just don't really have an answer where they're from, who's doing them. The speculation that they're China's, that they have submarines off the coast, that they're releasing them. I just don't know. But maybe that's the UFOs, like Commander Fravor, that he was chasing, the Tic Tacs we're seeing. But like the ones in Jersey, like I heard people saying they're like SUVs with like lights on the bottom of them, and they just, it doesn't make sense. It's just like, and then there's speculation that there's lost warheads, dirty bombs that have entered into America, and that's what these drones are looking for. And the dude who did the bombing in Las Vegas, supposedly they're all tied together. The one dude that did the attack in New Orleans, they all went to the same base, or like stationed at the same base. I just, a lot of coincidences, a lot of like, it seems really fishy. And like, they came out and said that the letter was fake that got sent to those podcasts, Sean Ryan. But then they said, oh no, it was actually real. And it's like, And the dude said in the letter that, like, he was being followed by the CIA, and he intentionally used a Cybertruck so that it was like standing out, so if anything happened to him, it would be seen by the public, and it would be like a red flag for anybody paying attention or not paying attention. I don't know if you guys know anything about how military spec ops work or anything like that, but like, you know how to do things in a certain way, and it doesn't make sense to do it that way at all. Especially, well, the explosion didn't kill anybody, which is maybe why he did it that way, so it wouldn't kill anybody, but it did injure a lot of people. So I don't know. You know, you guys gotta let me know what you think about that. Drop some comments. So another thing I want to do on this show is bring attention to local artists in the area and other artists out there that aren't just getting the attention or love that they should be getting for the work that they do. The first one I want to mention is Kaotic out of Sierra Vista, Arizona. Let me change my screen. This one. This dude, I've been messing with him a long time. 2015, I think. And bro is dope. Like, he's unique. He's got his own flow. His visuals are punctual. His music videos are sick. And he's always doing events. He's, you know, a part of like tournaments with basketball. He runs social media channels. You should check him out. I'll put his link in the description when I get done with the video, or it will be in the comments over on Facebook. Another artist you should check out, he's out of Fresno, California. He goes by Dr. Ink. This cat is dope. Personally done stuff with him. I got a couple tracks. He's unique, lyrical. He's got a lot of music out there you can check out on all platforms. And again, I'll put him in the description, in the comments. So earlier I was talking about how I feel like artists need, well, me personally, I've been working on not having background lyrics in my shows, you know, being more punctual when I perform, being more animated, involved with the crowd. I just don't understand how it's became a thing, how artists are basically performing their songs with their lyrics behind them. And it's like, you might as well be at home listening to the track. Like, a lot of people will be drunk and high and think yeah, that's dope, like, and tell you that's dope, but really, you know, as an artist, musician, you should be working on your stuff to where you can perform it a cappella. And, you know, it takes work, it takes time, it takes dedication. A lot of what I gotta work on is actually retaining my voice when I perform. After 2 songs, my voice just goes, like it's gone. But that's also opening up my voice more and not being so, you know, restrictive. That I've learned drinking a lot of water before a show and actually using your voice, you know, not trying to be raspy or closed off, like I was saying. So I want to, like, make it a challenge to artists, put it out there that we do that less. You can have backup vocals, backup lyrics in your shit. Like, that's dope. Every other sentence, every other word, like, you got a hype man behind you. So it keeps you on beat. If you mess up, you can catch it again. Everybody does it. Nobody's perfect. Professional artists always mess up on their lyrics, you know. But it's that personal morality to hip hop rap, I feel like. And we got to bring out better stuff. We got to hold people to a higher standard if we want to evolve, get better as musicians, as just people who are entrepreneurs, creative people, you know? And I'll have you guys hold me to it. You come to my shows and be like, yo, I heard your lyrics. That's not what you said to do. Oh, man. No, you ain't going to catch me doing that, though, because I'm literally just trying to have beats in the background when I perform, if not backup lyrics like I'm talking about. So I challenge y'all to do that. You can challenge me to do it. Hold us to it. I want to give a special shout out to an artist passed away. R.I.P. Pandemic. Bro was dope, coming up, doing a lot of things. And things just went south with his health, I guess. And he didn't make it. So much love to him. And yeah, that's gonna be the first episode. Like I said, I just wanted to go over what I want to do with this, what I'm trying to do. If you want to get a hold of me, like I said, hit that email up in the chat. I'll drop it in the description over on YouTube. Facebook, I'll put it in the comments or in the description also. Yeah, that's all I really have for this episode. Much love, guys. Appreciate y'all. Come check me out. January 18th, Black Iris, or February 8th at Upper Level. Much love. Life is chaotic. Turn up the music. Catch y'all next time.